So, hi everybody, my name is Renecia Roberts, and on tonight I'll be covering my third lesson of my unit, Forces and Motions, which is friction. And because this is for a third grade class, let's just do a quick overview of the lesson. So, for this lesson, students will be completing tasks that teaches them about friction, how friction affects motion, how speed is affected by friction. So, to keep to start the engage process of it, students will be asked, how many of you guys have a bike or ever rode a bike? And allow for them to raise their hands. Me, all right? How many of you guys have ever tried to ride your bike on the grass or on the sand? How many of you guys have ever tried that? Okay, Sandy, which one have you rode your bike on? You rode your bike on the grass. Was it easy for you to do? It was easy? Okay. Anybody has ever tried to ride on the sand before? And how did that work? Yes, Clifford, you have? So tell me about it. It was more difficult because you had to put a lot more work into it, and it takes so much energy, right? Good job. So while we're at this whole question, would you rather, right? Quick question. So would you rather have a wheelbarrow on a paved road, or would you rather push a wheelbarrow on a stony road? I want you to get your journals and turn to a blank page, and I want you to write, I would rather push my wheelbarrow on a paved road because, or I would rather on a stony road because. When you see the word or, what does that mean? It means you're choosing, right? Good job, Clifford. You're choosing. So that means we're choosing one or the other statement, and we're going to write our reasons because. All right. So after they complete that, I will go ahead and choose a student. Okay, Grace, what do you think? Which one did you choose? You would rather the paved road. Why? Because it's smoother. You lose less sand out of it. Anybody chose the stony road? No? Why wouldn't you want to push it on the stony road? Yes, Gloria? Because, oh, you're right. Because you would lose a lot of the sand and you would have to put a lot more energy into pushing it, right? And when you're done, you're going to be so tired, right? Good job. So what I want for you guys to do right now, if you guys to put away all your items off your desk except your science journal and your pencils. All right. Well, once you do that, your next step is to one person come and pick up your bin with your stuff that you need. Right? And once you do that and you get back to your seats, then we're going to get on to the third step, which is for you to give me a big thumbs up and tell me that we're ready to have some fun. All right. Now you might be wondering what is inside of the bins. The bins actually have a matchbox car, a wool, or a matchbox car and a sandpaper. Now the activity was for them to try to see how fast the cars can go on the wool, the sandpaper, or on a smooth surface, which is the floor or the desk or whatever other smooth area they chose. All right, just a short overview of what it might look like in the activity. So on the piece of wool, you see that it will move, but it wouldn't go too far. It barely made it anywhere, right? Now on the sandpaper, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit of a zigzag ride, maybe a little bit faster than the wool, but it barely made it off the wool. All right. And then on a smooth surface, it moves quickly because there's nothing obstructing it. So for the formative aspect of it is that I would ask students, walk around and ask them, okay, what did the wool feel like? Did the car move fast or slow? What did the sandpaper feel like? Did the car move fast or did it move slowly? What did the floor feel like? Did it move fast or did it move slow on the floor? All right, and allow them to share their response and have a discussion. All right, so just to revisit the activity. So close your eyes and think about riding your bike or scooter down a hill covered in nice wool. Or also think about it covered in sandpaper. Which one would be easier to ride? So what I want for you to do is to open your eyes and talk with your partners. Will your bike go fast or slow on the wool or the sandpaper or on a regular road? Right? And tell us why. Allow them to reconvene and to share. So while they're doing that, there's certain things that will be written on the board. And for the sake of time, I'll skip through them real quickly. So force, what is force? How was force used in the scenario? So the further back the car was pulled, the more force was applied. That means the faster it would go. But that really happened a lot on the smoother floor, on the smoother surface, because on the wool it barely moved. On the sandpaper it went by pretty quickly, but it wasn't as fast enough. So what is speed? Speed is how fast or slow something goes. And how was speed affected? Same response they will give me. Okay, the cloth slowed down the car. The sandpaper also slowed down the car. But on the floor, it has no grip, so it moved fast. See, what is friction? Explain to them that for this lesson we're covering friction, and what friction is that it is the force that holds something back, holds back a moving object. So friction prevents something from moving too fast, right? So if it's on the cloth would be a form of friction that is slowing down the car, and the sandpaper as well, but also the smooth surface area allows for it to go by pretty quick, pretty fast as well. Okay, so just to run through that real quickly. Okay, so what caused friction in activity? The cloth, the sandpaper, the floor. All right, so putting it in action. Okay, so how many more examples can you guys think about that represents friction? Let me see hands. So we can think about the salt truck that salts the road before it snows. Why do you think they do that, though? Clifford, why do you think they do that? So the cars won't crash. So you see, they do that so because the salt on the ground helps to keep the tires rolling. So when the floor gets icy, it doesn't start sliding. See how the car moved quickly on the smooth ground? That's how fast it would go if the ground was icy. And then that would cause a lot of accidents, which wouldn't be too nice, right? Okay, why do you think Usain Bolt has those spikes underneath his shoes, though? They help him to... What do you think? Gloria, what do you think? It helps him to not slide while he's running. Because sometimes the track is wet. And if the shoes has no grip, he's going to fall, right? So now the question again is, why do we wear winter boots during the winter time? It keeps our feet warm, true, but why do we wear it when it snows? Because it prevents us from falling, all right? So that is just the short mini lesson of my Engage, Explore, and Explain. I thank you so much for your time. Again, it's Renecia here, and just enjoy the cuteness of my little thinking monkey. God bless you.